Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. Abed to Madam Nur Hafiza and Dr. Najah Salwa. Today I'm going to present about my final year project titled A Study on K-pop Culture and its Influence Towards Students. K-pop culture or Korean popular culture is often used on the internet, and there is quite a popular fan following around the world. It is originate in South Korea, actually a musical genre that consists of an assortment of other genres such as R&B, music, hip-hop, rock, and electronic. K-pop are more specifically be called as idol, a group of people more than one who can dance, sing, and rap. They also need to have a special talent or individual talent in order to survive in the Korean music industry. Media dependency theory is a systematic approach to the study of the effects of mass media on audience and of the interactions between media, audience, and social system. Main focus of this theory is the relationship between media and audience. For example, in industrialized and information-based society, individuals tend to develop a dependency on the media to satisfy a variety of their needs, which can range from a need for information on a political candidate's policy position to a need for relaxation and entertainment. If influence towards students also to identify whether there are factors that influence students that has happened widely including Malaysia. For the above reason, this study will take quantitative method, which is the subject usually measured once or experimental. This research purposes is to determine the relationship between dependent variable and independent variable by using quantitative in a population. The objective of this research is to investigate the level of awareness of K-pop culture towards students and to investigate the effects of K-pop culture towards students. There are two research questions. The first one is, what are the level of awareness of K-pop culture towards students? And the second one is, what are the effects of K-pop culture towards students? The target population for this research are the students from National Defence University of Malaysia. There are more than 1,000 students from first year to final year, but this research only covers 60 undergraduate students. The portion of the population are male and female. The data collected is by distribution of questionnaire, which consists 4 sections. The first section is the demographic or the background of the respondent. Section B seeks the respondents to answer about the general knowledge about K-pop, whether they know or aware of this K-pop culture. Section C cover the factors of influence of K-pop towards students, and the last section reflects on the effect of K-pop toward them, whether it's been negative or positive influence. Apparently, all 60 respondents know about the Korean popular culture. The male respondents accounted for 36.7%, which is quite high proportion, and they show that the K-pop is well known to both genders. For the first research question, it shows that factors that influence students in liking K-pop are their fashion style, foods, and language. Based on the findings for the first group, it is found that 26.7% respondents with the frequency of 16 students agree that K-pop had influenced the way they dress. It is similar to the finding of Rahman in 2015 that K-pop fashion had become culture and commercial juggernaut. The second item on the fashion factors show that most of the respondents agree that K-pop had influenced their hairstyle, with the percentage 36.7%, which are 22 students who majority agreed with the statement. It fit with the Heard and Jung in 2018 finding, which said that K-pop had influenced the hairstyle of some people. Besides that, according to an article in 2016, the current societies in Malaysia are influenced by Korea. Malaysia has started to follow the new trends of K-pop. Thus, it has become a reason why Malaysians are trying to adopt Korean culture into the country. On top of that, not only fashion style and food, language also became one of the factors that influenced people, especially students. Being a part of K-pop fans, people are exposed to not only Korean language but also other language. People who are interested in foreign popular culture will probably develop a critical attitude, cultural knowledge, and foreign language skills. According to Fukunaga in 2006, someone who has an identical tendency towards a kind of pleasure item have a characteristic language use. As for the second research question, it has shown that K-pop culture had given the students more positive effects than negative effects. Based on the findings, 24 students, which is exactly 40%, had agreed that being a member of K-pop fan had enriched their knowledge about the culture of Korea. Also, according to Labra in 2018, fans become more confident as they can speak confidently in front of the people. Majority of the fans agreed that K-pop gives them opportunity to learn new language, especially Korean. Also, they can confidently practice English more with their friends. Even though being a K-pop fan has its benefits, there are also the bad side of it. Based on the findings, the fall of academic achievement for some students had become the negative effect of it. This is because of the obsession they had towards the K-pop. Next, they had spent a lot of money on K-pop. For example, the merchandise, the ticket for their concert, and the album. According to the findings, someone's style can be changed after being interested in K-pop. For instance, their fashion style, hairstyle, and others. As a conclusion, the study had proven that K-pop gave
positive, also negative influence toward people, especially students. But it depends on the individual itself how to cope the sensation and portray that image towards public. It can be shown in chapter 4, which had addressed two research questions. Both of the questions were related to how people, especially students, portray current culture and the effect of it towards them. That's all from me. Thank you.